I told you guys that markets were going to imagine I start off the video like that. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Tuesday. Markets did pull back today. That's just all it is. It's just the pullback. Markets overall are still incredibly bullish on the larger time frame. You guys all know, if you're familiar with my channel, I've wanted markets to pull back. I personally believe that markets are insanely overvalued. Nonetheless, there's no reason to panic based off of today's retracement. I don't want to take today with like a head. I might use the headline, honestly. But when it comes down to the actual video and what I want you guys to take away from today is I want to show you what actually matters. First off, let me recap my overall day on Oklo. Quick little trade. Honestly, I didn't trade much today. I closed it out pretty early. And I shared this with my LPP team is I saw that there was inconsistencies with the market, with how some stocks were aggressively selling off, kind of like we saw with Open. Open absolutely has been getting destroyed the past few days. I'm actually very happy to see this. That's all jokes aside. I hate overvalued companies. This thing was trading at 51 cents just a few months ago, 3 months ago, and now it's trading at $10 and $11, and people try to justify the valuation. It's just the meme stock, right? And that's kind of like what this entire, I don't want to say this entire market is right now. There are just a handful of these companies. Everything that they're wannabe AI companies with either pre-revenue or no revenue, or lose hundreds of millions of dollars, and they always try to compare themselves to like a unicorn in the space. I just think it's a complete gimmick. Irrational markets support irrational valuations, and I'm happy to see that there are some signs of pullback. With that being said, markets are so incredibly bullish. Like, look at that. Look, like, there's no reason you need to be freaking out. There's no reason that bears should be, incredibly celebrating. Markets are incredibly bullish. It's still all in favor of the bulls. Higher highs, higher lows. If anyone's celebrating this is just a slight little pullback, right? We're not even below the EMA line on the 4-hour time frame, right? This is nothing to celebrate about. And we all know that markets have been more bullish than bearish. I hope that we break below that EMA and then it retraces a little bit more to the moving average. Then at least at that point, it's like, hey, if markets do uptick, now at least for those that want to go long, there's more margin for potential recovery. Or if we actually begin to see a full break-of pattern, actively showing signs of lower lows and lower highs below the moving average, then we can cross that bridge once that criteria is met. We're nowhere close to that. And again, I love being straight up with you guys. If you love me or hate me, it doesn't matter. Like, you guys know that I always try to be straight up, regardless of my own personal bias. Yes, I want markets to drop. Yes, I think that they're overvalued. But there's no reason that I should be, or anyone should be, celebrating today. It's just a little retracement. Why did the markets pull back the way that they did? Jerome Powell spoke today, and I'm actually very happy that we went live. So for those that didn't tune on in, we live streamed the entire event. It was, for the most part, pretty boring. He kind of just normally reads a script for the first 3 to 5 minutes. And then there was a host that asked him questions. He normally doesn't talk much or expand on or comment on anything aside from what the Federal Reserve's mandate is. Today, he did talk a little bit more, which is very unique for me. He didn't even really say much. He just said that the stock market is fairly highly valued. And because of that, out of everything, right? Job creations have dropped sharply, possibly due to tariffs. We all kind of knew that. It's either because of tariffs or because of possible immigration. That's one thing he commented on. We lived in an economy before 2025 where immigration was really high. Now there's relatively no immigration, so therefore, no potential new jobs in that space. Also, we're in a low hire, but also in a low fire economy. Not terrible. People need new skills in the labor market. It means that they just need to get more educated, especially with maybe wanting a job that can't be replaced by AI. And that's what he expanded on, is normally when there's technological advancements, some jobs do go away, but in return, other jobs are created in support of it. So I really liked his take on that. He did say that the stock market is fairly highly valued, and that's what everyone is honing in on. The market's just honing in on anything. Markets were so incredibly overbought. You can't complain about today's retracement and not argue why has the market been pumping up for the past 2 weeks. It's been pumping up for no reason. The market's been factoring in a rate cut, and even a greater rate cut, for months now. Think about it. Like, markets began to recover from the trade war because of tariffs that have still, these trade deals that have still yet to be put in effect. We still don't have really any trade deals. To my understanding, we don't even have a trade deal with China. That was the whole reason we went into this whole panic mode originally. But yet now we're at all-time highs, and now the labor market is actually struggling, and now inflation is actually beginning to rise. So the red flags have always been there. This is what they mean of buy the rumors, sell the news type of things. Moments like this. But even that, I don't even want to say that, because this is nothing. This is a pullback. Pullbacks happen all the time. There's rallies and then there's pullbacks. There's rallies and then there's pullbacks. But there are definitely more rallies right now than there have been pullbacks. And markets have been showing signs of higher highs and higher lows. The only people that are complaining about this slight pullback are the over-leveraged beginner or idiot traders that bought at all-time highs and did not prepare or don't know how to manage and mitigate risk. It's only that, because no one should be surprised by market movement or market volatility, because this is completely normal, right? The little retracement that we're experiencing today, who knows? Maybe by tomorrow we'll fully recover, or maybe we'll actually sell back down to the moving average. But then guess what? Markets are still bullish. They're still in range of higher highs and higher lows. There is no break of pattern. And in my opinion right now, the red flags of fundamentals have been there. They've been there for months. We still don't have trade deals. Inflation is rising. Tariffs are still a concern, right? Labor market is slowing down, but the market doesn't care about that right now. And that's why I say irrational markets. Irrational markets support irrational valuations. None of the criteria are yet met for you to panic. We're still incredibly bullish and incredibly irrational. I would not be surprised that markets can continue to recover from this. Again, you guys know that I want markets to pull back. I 100% do. But there's no reason to celebrate right now. This is just a pullback. This is not a break of pattern. We need a trigger. If we want markets to sell off, there needs to be a trigger. Jerome Powell in this comment, it's not a big enough trigger to cause, a recession. It's not a big enough trigger to call. There needs to be a significant thing. Like 2020, there was a pandemic. 2022, we had super high inflation, right? And then earlier this year, we had the trade war concern. So there's always a trigger that causes and sparks the sell-off. Right now, we don't really have one. So no reason to freak out. I'm excited to take on the market tomorrow, and we'll see. If markets begin to recover, you can possibly see me go long tomorrow. If markets continue to sell off, I'd love to go short. Again, we'll trade it all live tomorrow at market open, and I hope to see you there. If you want to watch me trade live, second link in the description down below. You guys know where to find me. I'm there every single day right at market open. So if you're a complete beginner, it's designed just for you. So take 2 minutes, click that second link down below. It's going to offer you a discount. And if you end up signing up, I'll see you tomorrow at market open for our live session. No reason to freak out. I hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.